Pakistan's new Prime Minister will be Shahabuddin to replace Gilani is what we are getting to know. The PPP has nominated Makhdoom Shahabuddin as the Prime Minister of Pakistan. This is the latest breaking news that we are tracking at this juncture. Makhdoom Shahabuddin is to file his nominations today. Makhdoom Shahabuddin is to replace Gilani as the Prime Minister. Now, the President of the country, Zardari, has nominated the Textile Industry Minister as the Prime Minister. The Pakistan National Assembly now will meet tomorrow to elect the new Prime Minister. Makhdoom Shahabuddin was the front runner to replace Gilani, and that is exactly what has happened. The President of the country, Zardari, has elected Makhdoom Shahabuddin as the new Prime Minister of Pakistan. Let's cut across to my colleague Hamza Amir getting us the latest. Hamza, he was the front runner even though there was credible opposition coming in from Gilani there.
Well, yes, he always was one of the best options that they were going for, and he was always on top of the cards who could be selected. And this decision was actually not done today. In fact, it was done yesterday night because I had some contacts in the Pakistan People's Party, and they were actually reluctant to point out who they actually nominated. But they clarified that, they had decided yesterday that it should be one of the people who should be selected, and today we find out that it's Makhdoom Shahabuddin. I think this is going to help them as far as early elections are concerned, and because he comes from the portion and the sect which is the Saraiki sect, and People's Party is looking forward to make a province out of the whole sect of the Rahim Yar Khan in Punjab province. So this is something that's going to be a huge impact as far as the vote bank of the People's Party is concerned. And I think in the next coming up elections, they are actually going to be focusing very, very critically on gaining much more vote bank as far as, their position in the political arena is concerned.
Hamza, what gave the Textile Minister the edge over the Defence Minister for the post of Prime Ministership?
Got one major edge. If the Defence Minister Ahmed Mukhtar was actually put in state as the Prime Minister, the only job he could do best was to tackle the Supreme Court and the army out, and actually, to resist any assault if they actually are fearing that from both the Supreme Court and the Pakistani army. And at the same time, coming to Makhdoom Shahabuddin, he comes from a section of the Punjab province which basically is deprived, or people in that section are actually believing that now they will have a right for themselves because they will have a whole province to identify their identity. And he comes from the same region, he speaks the same language. I'm talking about the Saraiki section. So that is why he's got a very clear edge. Secondly, Ahmed Mukhtar has not been into, he has this tendency of moving away or giving statements which might not be actually comfortable for President Zardari, while Makhdoom Shahabuddin is someone who will actually serve the cause of President Zardari just the way Gilani was doing it. He was taking decisions were being made by President himself, keeping the gun on the shoulder of the Prime Minister. I think it's going to be the same story this time around as well. He will try his level best to take all the major decisions on his own, and he will use the name of Makhdoom Shahabuddin, keeping in view that he will keep him, under this impact that he has actually given him a high status, and as far as his Saraiki sector is concerned, the province is concerned, and he will actually show his loyalty under the same favors from the president.
All right, Hamza Amir, stay on with us. More reactions coming in at this juncture. Razaul Lashkar, PTI correspondent from Islamabad, on the phone line with us. Razaul, we were just talking about how it was Shahabuddin who got the edge over the Defence Minister. When does he take oath?
Well, before he takes oath, there are a couple of other steps that have to be gone through. There is the formal election of the Prime Minister, but the PPP has the numbers to swing that election, and that is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. And once that is done, he becomes the Prime Minister designate, and then he has to seek a vote of confidence from the House. But these are all procedural formalities, and they shouldn't be a problem. So most likely we should see Makhdoom Shahabuddin in office by the weekend.
All right, Razaul, thank you for joining us.